All right, welcome to the BBR podcast. This is the early show. You caught us on 66.6, and we got Mall Goth here
Yeah,
and White Knight 666,
yeah. Because I
and
wasn't white knighting for a certain somebody's girlfriend. It didn't happen.
and yours truly, sensitive Metalloid.
The sensitive metalloid. Where did that come from? It must have been something, right?
Your guys' group chat talking about Jimmy's show.
Oh yeah, Jimmy from the block. Some guys bitching at him because he left the show early.
Jimmy
It's
from the
like,
block.
but then you click on this guy's profile, and he's got a beast of a girlfriend, and he's got 3 bands that have 0 posts, and it's just like every time there's someone online talking shit, it's like, really, this guy every time. He goes, imagine not staying for internal bleeding, poser. Imagine caring. I can imagine not staying for internal bleeding. It'd probably feel really good.
Well, I don't know. You guys were all in a fit about Psy this weekend about the early show.
Um, yeah, just because it's like I like to go home after that, you
Yeah.
know? Because it's like we didn't go home, and then what really happened? We just kind of got sweaty in Drew's bully barn, not in a gay way, but
I just realized I was on mute. I don't know for how long I was on mute.
oh yeah, I didn't hear a word from Fred.
Maybe that's why Paul started the episode and not me.
Yeah, maybe it's usually you. I'm like, wait a minute, Paul. I guess Paul's taking things into his own.
I guess so. He's driving it today.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
suppose so.
Yeah, I was just getting into our time, starting a bit earlier, getting Fred to
Should-
bed.
Shouldn't we be doing Gothic voices today? Just same thing but lower.
Maybe after the break.
Maybe.
I'll do the like the Romeo's distressed voice. We'll do it in a minute. The real whiny one. I hate that one. I like the other one. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
We'll
I like
be
that a
back
little
by
bit.
the next riff. No.
Yeah.
Next breath.
Hey now.
Uh,
Or do the Peter Steele inhale. She likes the dark.
Oh, that stupid vampire voice. I was watching.
Inhale after.
What did Vince say to me last night? I was watching The Raven, 1963, the Vincent Price one with Peter
Nevermore.
Lorre.
wickedly delicious.
Yeah, no, how wickedly delightful. Vince said.
Yeah.
I love when people say that stupid shit. How wickedly delightful. Like, you don't hear that in normal life. You only hear that when you're watching, like, something from the 70s or 80s, possibly. And it has to do with vampires. How delightfully wicked. Or something like that. It's so dumb, but I like that. It's almost like when I picked up Vince and I had to put water in my car. And I said, Houston, we have water. Like,
For a
that's,
minute
you gotta
there, I
put your
thought
finger
meant
up when you
put
say
water
that.
in your car as a maintenance thing, and I'm like, when do you put water in your car?
I have to put water in my my
Oil
coolant
goes in
tank.
there. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because one time I didn't put water in there, and my other van blew up on the freeway, and then I had to had the power steering went out, and I was like, fucking turning the damn wheel to get off the exit, and then I was stuck in the middle of Los Angeles during COVID, and they wouldn't give me a ride in the tow truck.
It's not ideal.
No, it wasn't ideal. The whole thing was stupid. I went over there to a pawn shop to pick up an amp that I bought on eBay, but they like didn't have it yet. I guess they ordered it, and I'm like, so the whole thing was a waste. Everything was a waste.
Hmm.
It was a waste of time. It was a waste of a van. It was, it's terrible.
Yeah, what were you up to this
So-
weekend, Fred?
This weekend, not a lot. We had we're refinishing some things in my at my wife's workplace. She has her own business, so spend most of the time there just stripping paint off concrete.
That's Robert's kind of girl, business owner.
Yeah, he's always talking about that. I don't see that happening, but all right. I don't really see that happening. What, is she gonna like financially support him? I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever you say, Bert.
Is he a slacker or like what's going on here?
No, he's a hustler.
What's this guy's deal?
He hustles Pokemon cards.
Wow. I mean, it works. Like you can make money with those.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing that with my old Magic cards. So
Mm.
Yeah,
like
he's buying
true
like
story.
50 Pikachus in bulk.
Okay, that's just weird. No, but like I was telling Paul before we started, my new obsession is to collect all the original Maniac Butcher LPs. And
That's
the hard
not a
one to
that's
get,
not a bad idea. That's a good investment.
right?
Yeah, I'd
And
say so.
the hard one to get is the Curvastreb. I don't know if that's pronounced correctly, but whatever. Because that was only 99 copies, and there's one on Discogs for 300-ish Canadian. So I dug into my Magic cards, found 3 Deranged Hermit cards, found 4 of them, and sold them for $400. And now I'm just going to turn around and buy that. I've asked the guy for photos, and once they come back looking decent, then I'm going to pull the trigger on it.
Let's see, what does a deranged hermit look like?
It's an elf holding a bunch of squirrels.
The squirrels. I see the squirrels. Okay.
They used to have a deck that would just make a bunch of squirrels and kill people with them.
Yeah, I saw one with just a squirrel on it. Oh, that's the Earl of Squirrel.
What?
I don't know. I think this is a magic card. It says Earl of Squirrel.
That's amazing. I'm going to look
And
at
it's a
it right
squirrel sitting on a throne.
now. I stopped playing a long ass time ago. Probably more than 20 years ago.
Some of these cards look fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like this one's called Not a Wolf, and it's like a wolf in his business attire. What? The Squirrel Wrangler. Okay.
But yeah, I guess we can get into our
Pish posh?
scene Psy this weekend.
Yeah, what about it?
Little disappointing for me.
Why?
It was just too much atmosphere and
Theatrics.
not enough of songs. And then when they did play songs, it was like their long ass ones from their later albums. And they just went on for too long. But then when they, towards the end, played something off Hangman's Hymn.
They played one song off Hangman's Hymn. Kyle was all disappointed. I'm like, dude, like that, and people don't even like that album.
Yeah.
Like, we're lucky we got that.
Yeah.
Kyle's always disappointed.
Uh,
It's one of those sad guys I was talking about.
yeah, and then we saw, or what do you think about it?
It was cool. It was cool to see them. There was a little bit too much focus on interludes and stuff. I really didn't need all the theatrics with the like lightsaber and
Yeah,
the little
lightsaber
kids on
katana.
stage kind of doing nothing, and I don't know. I didn't really need all of that. They could have just played more songs, like more memorable songs. Like they could have played Izuna and shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it was too early. Like, I want to go to a show and then I want to go to bed. It's like we had to go to a show and then we had to like hang out at Drew's.
Worst.
I know. Tell me about it.
Yeah, we had
Because then you drink too much and you're just like, I have a headache. I want to leave.
Oh no, it's worse. It's worse for me. I don't really drink, so everyone else does. I'm like, what the
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it was fine. It was cool to see him, but I don't. Yeah, it was underwhelming.
Fred's ideal show. It ended at 9.
Yeah, it ended really early.
Yeah, that'd be great. Fuck.
And then
Ideally, we'd have just went home. To drop
but-
Kyle off.
Yeah, we had Kyle, so we had to. what's it
Yeah,
called?
we had
Host.
to make pretend like we like to do stuff.
Yeah, because the day before we went and saw the Odyssey, all separated because the modern theater system with choosing seats and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then
Also, I'm just a bastard and I didn't care to see the movie. I just kind of they wanted me to go. I'm like, okay. So I showed up like an hour late and then left like 30 minutes early. I don't know, man. It's these movies like that, these big blockbuster things. It's not really for me.
yeah,
It was fine. I just don't really care.
But as a Cyclops,
I missed the Cyclops.
yeah. You walked in during the pig scene.
Yeah. No, I was there a little before that. I was during the Trojan War scene.
Yeah, I had the worst seat in the house, so I had like this disabled couple behind me. They have, they got a cane and then one that just won't stop yapping.
Well, Paul was like in the second row looking straight up,
Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah.
and the
Look,
lady behind us, like every 3 minutes, she'd go, "How sad," for like everything.
like you get one house sad when Argus dies, but that's about it.
There was a scene where there was sheep on screen.
Yeah.
She goes, "How sad." Like, what?
Yeah.
I saw a movie yesterday.
What'd you see?
I saw Minions and Monsters.
How was that? Did you love it?
It was fun.
Yeah.
I don't have any complaints about it. I mean, like,
I think Julian was like, "Piece of shit." It's like, dude, what do you expect? It's the Minions movie.
I mean, you know what? For what it was, it delivered exactly what it was supposed to.
Now Julian went to see Spider Goy today,
Mm-hmm.
or is what he called it.
Yeah, it's summer blockbusters coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's time. That kind of time. How is brand
You'll
new
never
day?
do it
Oh, it's
again.
getting good reviews. I have not seen anything for it. No trailers.
Mm.
And then after the Odyssey, we had to jump around a bunch of places and ended up running into our buddy who was evading Dan.
Mm-hmm.
So we all got him by the collar, and he got what was coming to him.
Yeah, we beat up a plumber
Gotta do.
for not coming over and installing the toilet for 2 weeks.
His one job.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but
Gotta go.
yeah,
It's like the
that-
old saying, "Ain't nobody dumber than a fucking plumber."
But yeah, after
That's a
that,
saying.
we're just
I saw it in a meme once, and it had like a skeleton cowboy riding a Harley or something.
That seems legit to me.
Yeah, right.
and then went to play some pool, and then Dan ran into some of our I guess city meddlers.
Yeah, if you've heard of Early Moods, ran into those guys and Fortress.
Yeah, I forget where Philly was going, but they were gonna be playing a show. Oh, I think in like the Bay Area. So they were gonna leave like the next morning, and then he was telling me that he had to send in his rhythm tracks for this project he has with like the guitarists from Dawkins and Dio
Oh, yeah.
or some shit.
Yeah, Dawkins for sure. I don't
Yeah.
remember about Dio though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was telling me that, and then
Maybe it was Dio too. I don't remember.
Yeah, then we were talking to Chris about a little bit of his tour stories. I'd like to have him on one day, and get into more of that. But he was saying, was that band Castle Rat? He like they opened for Early Moods like twice, but then they like just blew up like crazy
Mhm.
afterward. So yeah, they've been touring for a couple of years now. I
Yeah,
think
it's the-
even playing some European fests and stuff.
Yeah, well, the death metal guy said that they got popular because people like vintage Ginger Bush, is what he said.
True.
Mhm.
Bring the bush back.
Yeah. Got a new office chair. Feels good on my butt.
Yeah, we can
behind.
hear it. The
Can hear it squeaking
Yeah.
around
yeah,
still?
the fourth
Got
host.
some good squeaks going, yeah.
The fourth mic.
It's got comfort squeaks.
Yeah, it's good. I got some. I got a CD from eBay.
Ooh.
Self-released 2004 Levitation. Let it be
Oh,
known.
the
It
one you
says
uploaded.
progressive power metal. It's decent. It sounds like 2004. It just wasn't on, and I wanted to hear it. So we're still on that 2000s kind of search. We're still searching.
Yeah.
We're still exploring, digging things up. The Dungeon Serpent. I talked about it last time, but Paul finally heard it, and yeah, the Dungeon Serpent guy himself. I asked him if I could upload this because I didn't really know what the deal with it was, and he said, "Yeah, go ahead." He said he kind of wanted to keep it like cult, so he didn't want any big channels to upload it, which is funny. Well, that's not
His-
exactly what he said. He just said he wanted to keep it cult. He said your channel is perfect, which is kind of a funny funny thing to say. He said something similar to that, but yeah, it's exclusive here. You can only hear it here on the channel, Thy Fictional Throne.
Interesting name.
Mhm.
like it.
Yeah, it's kind of an odd. It looks like it reminds me of the Rotting Christ. What is that? The Feast of the Grand Whore or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of that kind of vibe. But yeah, I'd say it's definitely got a lot of potential. I think their album is coming out in October, maybe. So, yeah. I
Interesting
talked to
photo.
Garrett
There
for an
appears to be
hour
the,
on the phone yesterday.
Yeah, got to set up our play date with Paulus.
Yeah, play date with Paulus. I think he got our CD, and he said he couldn't find the Witchblade cassette, but he's gonna keep looking.
Dang.
Oh, did you finally make contact with Paulus?
Yes, we did. Garrett, if you remember him from Void Ceremony, them
Right.
two are doing a project together, and
Oh, cool.
they're like good homies, and we got him a Galicia CD, and so yes,
Nice.
we are sort of in contact with him through Garrett.
Okay.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting. So
Yeah, it's
good
good.
good on everyone.
Gotta have a 3-way call with him.
Yeah. Maybe he won't
put
ignore me
together
this time when I ask to come on the show.
God, you got
Maybe
me
we'll have
calling
Paulus, Julian, and Garrett on the New Year's show.
Julian.
you. Whoa.
Yeah, that's what I said. Paulus, Julian, and Garrett.
It's a lot of, it's gonna be like a 8-hour stream or something.
Maybe we can split it in like 2 parts. Wouldn't that be interesting? I feel like that would kind of be interesting. We can get more shit in. Now there's an idea. Okay, dude. Last time on the show, or at least the one that came out recently, I mentioned that somebody sent us an email, and I said I'd get to it, but I don't think I read it. Do you guys remember me reading an email?
I don't think so.
No, I never got to it.
Alright, get to it.
All right, I'll
I
get
mean,
to it.
maybe we meant get to it this week.
No, I meant like 2 episodes ago. Like I would get to it on the episode, but I forgot to read it.
I was trying. I was trying to get you an out.
Yeah. So this guy's he's emailed us before. His name's Aaron, and subject he says the wayward pig returns. I don't know where he's been. He
Oh my.
says, let's see. Thanks for the email. Oh, that's mine. He says, "Good morning. As I type this, my 17-pound cat is sitting on my chest, and I am losing a lot of oxygen very rapidly. Hope the Oink Masters are doing well. I've been out of the pen for a while, and I'm catching up on old episodes and still enjoying the content as always. The hog may wander, but he always comes back to his pen. Stoked for the Carcinosi demo reissues as well." Then he says, "Tangent. I managed to track down the frontman of Genova Virus, who at this point seems to be putting out DNB music under the name Anode. I sent him a message, and we will see if he responds. Maybe I can uncover some mysteries. If everyone is interested in this link to an interview with Anode, he brings up Genova Virus. The interview can be found here. I sent myself this link. I'll send it to you guys. Tell Fred the Bathory interview was awesome. I don't think I could have done anything better at his age. Holy. I appreciate the pig keepers working overtime to get that out to the oinking public." And he says, currently blasting a Dromelec 7. Blind hates blood boils from his world. Sorg's Retour sur si voyage. Best regards, Aaron, the pork wanderer. Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah, it was a good
I
email.
like it. I'm glad you enjoyed the Bathory interview.
Yeah, then we have a random rate your music list of some of our episodes.
Should we read that out? That might be fun.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I was going to bring up one more thing. Okay, you know how we had the poll? I said comment if you're a pig or a worm. Not one person commented that they were a worm.
It's okay to be a worm.
I don't think we have any new listeners. I think it's all been the same people.
Maybe they should
The wor-
identify more with pigs.
The worms just don't exist, I guess. I thought they might have existed, but it's according to the comments, they don't exist.
Yeah, pigs really showed out.
All right. There's some funny let's see. Where the fuck is that list? Ah, here it is. Bunsen burner recordings. Is there a No, let me see if I can find this real quick.
Yeah, it's funny though. On the list, Fred was like, "Oh, I see. None of my picks made it."
Is that true? Not one?
At the very end.
Oh, yes. Okay, so we'll go backwards. This is a list. I've seen this list. It's been growing slowly over the year. It says albums for Bunsen Burner Recordings episode. Somebody comments, this is the same guy. Says this is going to include demos and EPs to like literally fuck it. Great podcast mentioning terrific metal albums. We'll try and stay updated. No promises. Number 14, he puts Wederusi Witir, that Polish band, the two Polish bands that we covered. He says again, this is Atmo Black DSBM, bridge done right, very good stuff. I moderately like black metal, so I will come back to this at some point. And then we have Sron, Purifying Flame, or Purificating Flame. He says this is okay. It's basically what DSBM should have always sounded like, and I think in that sense there aren't that many contenders. Maze of Cacodemons, the demonic songs. He says more mid-pace and there's more guitar vocals toned down as well, but it's still wild. But I'm not reaching for it as much as the first demo. Other Maze Caco Torments. The most bizarre thing I have ever heard. Here's some turbo folk making limited exposure to metal in the Balkans. Kind of an obvious answer as to why it sounds like this. Malicious Onslaught. These are the types of albums. These types of albums are essentially why I watch this show. This thing is fucking strange. It's the invention of war metal with brutal death and thrash mixed in. I'm not sure why the rating. Honestly, pretty okay. I think the guest was in a bigger band, so they talked about his band for a good chunk. I guess that's why. That's neither here nor there. I love the show, so whatever. Campos Mentis, good episode with Crow's Nest Media guy. He has some great vids. Sort of melody and moody Eurodeath, amazing production, probably overlooked. Blah blah blah. Castrum, this one breezed by me a little too much. Deathish thrash that is melodic, sounds very ancestral, folky. Good ep. I like when there's guests from the audience to keep the flow of conversations on track. Order from Chaos. I have a compression. I have a compression issue on my computer that keeps me from hearing this record the way it should. Gutter and progressive is balancing act for this one. Gapod. He didn't write good. He wrote Gapod ep. I like when Hooligan is on. That's what it says. I like when Hooligan is on. I like when Hooligan is on. Foreign Objects. So this is the best thing they've ever covered. I never really watched Jackass or followed BAM. This nudges really close to alt rock without being one of those Wicked Innocence albums. Lubricant says this is more obscure death and roll. Isn't much more to say. Kenny says it's bizarre death and roll and it works with the more amount of roll. I think I should laugh, but it's wonderfully catchy and uncanny. I think this is the guys from Disgrace. I don't think it is. The episode was good too. This is clearly something they all like. And then Nexus, that Paradise Complex. He says, I don't know where they found this. It's truly amazing and completely impossible to pin down. I almost bought the CD, but I don't think the Bandcamp is up. The Oedipus could have been dissected on the records, riffing a bit more for sure. Sad Legend, very glamorous Atmo Black stuff. I would say it's not entirely my thing, but I don't always come away bored, which is cool.
Tell me you don't like Fred's picks without saying you don't like Fred's picks.
Was Sad Legend a Fred pick?
Nope. That was yours.
No, it wasn't. Paramecium. This one sort of blew by me. It's pretty interesting and definitely a territory terribly trodden episode. It was a fun listen, if I remember correctly. Yeah, well, I like this guy's. I like that he has like actual opinions here. some not really negative, but some that's like neutral. The neutral and positive. It's not really negative.
Yeah, I was gonna say either way, productive.
Productive, yes, very productive. Somebody else left an unproductive comment. I said to Paul, I'm like, I feel like a teacher saying something like that. Is that really a productive comment? When people say these certain things. I think it was one of these on the Magus and Absu episode. Somebody just said something totally stupid. Let me see. It's a kid trying to be really funny. Did this? Oh, here we go, yeah. He says, Opal was before Prescriptor fagged up the band, right? That's the order of events? Never mind, they figure it halfway through. I already friggin' knew that. This is not productive. This is stupid. This is just stupid. And I replied, I just said, yeah, that's right. Kind of like David Putty's Seinfeld. If you remember him saying that, he used to say that all the time. And then Jerry would say, oh, well, that's a shame.
That's a shame.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah, but I guess I got some updates for pickups. Got the Cataclysm Temple of Knowledge LP.
Uh-huh.
Then I got the Broken Torso CD.
Glue the Temple of Knowledge vinyl to the band into the band room.
Oof.
Yeah.
Wait. What issue of it? Is it the original? Is it
No,
reissued?
hell
What's
no.
going on here?
Let's see. I think it's from Dark Path or something.
Oh, yeah.
Southeast Asian label. And I just got it through the distro Iron Fortress.
Very nice.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Not Dark Path. I got it from Funeral Industries. They did the LP.
Mm.
Yeah, because I was mainly looking for the Dark Path CD, but then I saw that he stocked that, so picked that up instead. And then finally, since December, I've been following up on this Oak Coffin CD.
Yes.
And I just got an email last month. He said, "Oh, sorry, sending out."
Oh.
And then
Wonder what happened.
Nothing.
Wonder what happens when people just like take forever.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Okay.
And then yeah, finally sent it. Got it. Now Roy is taking a minute with my things.
Yeah, I bought a new one from Roy. It's got like Lust and it's got something else on it. I don't even remember.
Got a Oxidized Razor poster, and then
Oh, that's cool.
Nunhor Commando World War III
Oh, that's pretty
EP
cool.
CD. Yeah. So gonna put that in the band room instead of Cataclysm.
Ah, we need a Cataclysm thing. I don't know where to find any Cataclysm shit though.
Gotta get like a mural artist to like.
I asked
paint the
Roy, I'm
ceiling.
like, you got any Cataclysm fucking adverts?
Just print it out.
I could. I might just do that, like like a kid in middle school would.
Now we'll just hire like a mural artist, and we'll just get the Sylvain in the
We'll
clouds.
just paint Julian's face like a kid at a birthday party. That's an idea.
But yeah, so that was my updates.
Oh, you know what? I did get one more thing. A long time ago, I lost my copy of Tank Filth Hounds of Hades. So I just bought a new one from 2021.
Legit.
Yeah. So I got that now. I just needed it. I don't know if you guys ever do that. You're like, what happened to that one CD? I want that again. There's one CD that I may or may not get. I probably won't. It's too much money. But a long time ago, I had the EP from Ex Mortis, In Hatred's Flame, like right before the album. Not right before, but before the album came out. This is like 2007, I think. And I got that CD at the show in Whittier. And I don't know what happened to it. It just got lost to time. But they have somebody's selling one for like $100. I don't know if I want to pay that much money because they even have that EP on YouTube. So maybe not. I wish I had that. I wish I still had my original copy that I got. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what I had too, Fred? That I remember I told you I threw it in a bag and threw it down the river.
Kinda.
It was one of the like sadistic execution things. I forget what the name is. Oh, it was Reverend Chris Hades, dude.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I didn't like it. It was wasn't the demo? Must have been this live album. Yeah, it was the live album. Pagini Bloodlust Static Age. Somebody gave it 100%. I had the CD. I bought it in Whittier at a record shop that doesn't really sell metal anymore. I wonder if it's any good. 'Cause I didn't like it then, but I was more picky then in certain ways. Like there was certain extreme shit that I'm like, I'm not ready. There's a video for this. This looks crazy. Live at Bloodlust. Huh. Interesting. This is like dark black metal shred. This is weird stuff. Huh. This looks stupid. Reverend Chris Hades live in 2007. He's kind of like, he looks like the Great Cat or something. Looks like one of those types of characters.
That's it's not a compliment.
No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, I don't think I have any more any more updates.
Oh, finally done recording the
Oh, the album.
Kralzek album, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, Dan did his vocals. I just stayed outside and beat Spider-Man.
Nice.
The PS1 game.
Yeah, we can get back on track.
Yeah, now we can get back to Galicia practice. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but then it's gonna be another week for these guys to get their mix ready, and then we
Well-
gotta send it out.
Well, whatever.
Too
Send
long.
it out. So it'll happen. It'll happen. So what's the plan with the album? Are you gonna like look
think
for a
we're gonna
label to
Master
do
it.
anything?
We're gonna master it and then hopefully send to a couple labels. We heard
Uh-huh.
some things that are, or some of them that are interested. We just gotta see who's gonna actually bite.
Okay, yeah. It seems difficult with the with labels these days. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
The economy's not helping.
No, I guess it's not.
yeah. We finally sent in our order for the Carcinosi CDs last week too.
Yeah, that's
no.
estimated for the 12th that it'll get to me.
That's cool.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad. And I like how the band they did the layout too. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to put anything stupid.
Yeah, they already had all that ready, and it was funny. Right when we were talking about putting in the order, they followed up. They're like, "Oh, just want to see what's going on."
Say lucky you. Just happened.
Just made the order, buddy.
Yeah. You got the job, buddy.
But yeah, I don't have any other updates or anything. If you want to go on break.
Yeah.
You guys didn't ask me about my collection updates.
Do it, dude.
Cause you got none.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Oh. Thought Fred was like mad or something. I'm like, man,
I should next week, but
he tricked me.
I was disappointed because I saw a collection.
I was
update,
disappointed.
saw a collection update, but Dan reminded me to actually own the Fire Rain album, and I pulled that out again, and it's great. It's a really good album.
Oh.
Valley of
Oh,
Unrest.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to the full thing yet. I've some of the things on my channel that I recently uploaded. I got to get to.
It's pretty cool. It's it reminds me of like just that era of like the early 2000s kind of sound where it was kind of deathy, thrashy, kind of
Metal.
amateurish, but
Power metally.
yeah, a little bit. The guy wound up in one of the guys wound up in Grenadier.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I had no idea there was a connection there.
Yeah.
I said it in the episode,
I didn't
bro.
remember I had it.
Yeah.
Said it right in your ears.
Yeah. No, that's it for me. I have no updates this week.
Yeah, me too. I mentioned the Raven, Vincent Price's Raven. I don't remember why. That movie was funny though.
Oh, one thing I did forget. Not last weekend. So the guy from Morbid Ceremony. I'm gonna leave names out of it because they're not uploaded anywhere. He wound up passing away earlier in July.
From Morbid Ceremony.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he moved out of Canada in like 2014ish. So I lost touch with him, but
Good for him.
seriously. But a bunch of us wound up meeting up at a park in Toronto and just drinking beers and other types of alcohol till like. Well, I left at like 12:30. I don't know how late everyone else stayed, but it was a good time, and I think that's the sort of thing he would have enjoyed. But yeah, I know the various guys from Morbid Ceremony were there, and members of like Nuclear Hammer and other bands like that. So that was cool. Malaria.
Yeah, I'll have to check that band out again. I I remember hearing them a bit, but yeah, I remember you brought them up a couple weeks ago. But yeah, I really like that
Mhm.
idea of hanging out to honor your friend. I've never had a friend that was that was close enough to where that would really be a thing.
Well, like I
Yeah.
said, I used to chat with him quite a bit in the late, like 2010, 2011, around there,
Hmm.
um, to up to when he left, and once he did, I kind of lost track of him. So I haven't spoken to him. I hadn't spoken to him in like 10 years, but
Oh,
it still sucks. Like he was what 8 years younger than me, I think.
oh man.
So yeah, no, it's brutal. So
Yeah, that sucks, but yeah, I that is cool that you guys got to just hang out in his memory. I really like that idea. That's something cool to do.
yeah, it was very appropriate. It was a nice night too, and like nice bright full moon. It was about as good. It felt very high school, like just hang out in a park drinking. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have any 'cause I was driving, but still, it was.
Yeah, I feel like life's too short to miss out on doing something like that. It's like if you put that off, then I don't know. I feel like you actually miss out, and that's something you don't want to do.
Yeah, and it's kind of like my approach
I feel
to
like it's
going
perfectly
to shows
timed.
still,
Yeah.
right? Because like
Yeah.
life is busy right now between like work and kid and dogs and everything, right? And just
Hmm.
keeping everything in order. But um, I'd stopped going to shows for a long time, and like when I moved out in like 2012, 13 or so, I didn't go to shows for like 5 or 6 years, like maybe one during that time, and I realized that like if I don't go, I'm never gonna go. So like even though we're still busy, I try to make time to go to shows I really want to see. But right now there are none. There's no shows that I'm aware of for the rest of the year that I'm interested in. Maybe Cradle of Filth with Moonspell and Holder, but I don't I feel like those are gonna be expensive, and I don't really want to
That actually
shell out.
sounds like fun. I would go to that.
Well,
I would
Cradle
go
is
too, but I'm just
gonna be in
worried
San
about how
Diego
expensive
actually.
it's gonna be. Actually,
Oh yeah. I don't know if I want to go to San Diego for Cradle. I mean, maybe if I know Kyle wants us over there.
let's see how much it is.
Yeah, bring the
He'd bitch
cots
about
out.
Cradle of Filth, though. I know him.
Cradle of Filth,
Bring out the cots.
Wednesday,
He'd pout.
October 14th at 7 p.m. Tickets are how many tickets? Two? No, one. Why would you default to two?
You gotta bring a friend.
I don't have friends.
Mm.
Not here, anyways. 130. Fuck
Um,
me.
Cradle Field playing on a Tuesday in San
Wait.
Diego
Oh
There's
my God, a Tuesday.
for 50 bucks.
mezzanine is 156. General admission is 199. Wait, what?
Could get an awesome meet and greet package.
I don't need to
What?
meet Danny Filth.
What's general admission and floor? Like,
I don't need to meet famous people like for a picture. You know what I mean? That's something I can miss. I don't care about doing that.
yeah, 130 to see Cradle of Filth, Moonspell, and Holder. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Like, I like all the bands, but not enough to shell out that much money.
Yeah, I know I have 3 shows that I'm playing in the next 3 months, but they're all like nothing shows. I don't think any big bands are playing. They're all kind of just localized things.
That moment when you
Hang
realize
on,
you're
what
the
bands
big
are we
band.
talking here?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know what's next as far as any bands that I want to see. Because I kind of had a feeling that Psy would be what they were, and so I wasn't exactly like totally ecstatic to see them because I had a feeling it would be kind of what it was.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It feels like it's been a little while since I've been really blown away by a band. Lividity was pretty good. That was maybe the last band that I saw that was exceptionally good.
Well, we have that NSC Fest in like November. So Torso Fuck, Gorgasm, and shit like that.
Is that at the VFW?
Yep.
Oh wow! Again, it's that
Mhm.
time of the year again, huh?
No, that was in April
Ah.
for that festival, but this is just like an NSC one.
At the VFW?
Yeah.
Okay. Torso Fuck and who else?
Gorgasm,
Uh-huh.
a bunch of the Cali brutal death metal bands.
Oh, the ones that we don't need to see?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Torso fucking Gorgasm. I like that.
Yeah,
That's.
Julian's playing too.
Oh, is he?
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll stick around for those three bands. Well, you know they play all day long. I'll show up. I'll show up at 9.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Anybody want to go to break?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm getting down to break.
All right.
All right, we're back from break. Fred, what's the big idea here?
Well, after last week's episode of
Power
Power
metal.
Metal, yeah, got me thinking back to that.
You want
Period of time.
something else equally gay?
Yeah, more gay stuff.
No,
He's trying to outgay me here. Not gonna happen, pal.
No, definitely. The that long lost period when I was discovering metal and just like diving into every genre to see what I liked. Black metal is always on my list because I kind of started with Cradle of Filth, but I really like the gothic aspects of Cradle of Filth, so I kind of ventured more into the gothic metal that was frequently being referred to as doom metal back then.
Mm.
But yeah, I kind of dove into the Tristania, the Theater of Tragedy, Since Thy Beloved, Darkwell, those sort of bands, and wound up liking them, but not to the point that the whole genre stuck with me. But Tristania did, and I liked their Beyond the Veil album, their second album from '99. That's the one I picked up first, and if you guys ever hear that album, the first track really starts off quite impressively. It's a really good album. It's dramatic, it's sweeping, and it's think like, I don't want to draw a negative comparison here, but like Dimmu Borgir level of like symphonic, but much more tragic, I guess. Because there's the singer, I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Vibiki. Fantastic. She's an opera singer, and it really like comes through. You know, the Beauty and the Beast vocals. So that was my favorite from the style for a long time, and I do still have that album. But Widow's Weeds, which is the one we're talking about today, this is the album from the genre that has really stuck with me. I have never gotten sick of this album. I have never thought, you know, this isn't really my thing anymore. Whereas with bands like Since Thy Beloved and Theater of Tragedy, if you play them, I'll still like them, but I'm not going to go out of my way very often to hear them. I could listen to Widow's Weeds for days on end. This is such a good album. It's much less bombastic than Beyond the Veil. It's a very mournful album. It's very I guess depressing, but it's also it's cold. There's a lot of winter feel to it, but
Still medieval in a way.
yeah, and the vocals are really a high point on this album. The Beak's vocals are fantastic, and Morton, the guitarist and singer as well, for the harsh vocals, anyways, he's awesome. And there is a guy that sings on one of the tracks that we will listen to at some point on Angel Lore. I forget which one it is. I think it's the keyboardist.
Yeah, that shit's so good.
Yeah, it's such
I
a
think
good
that's
song.
my favorite track.
It's mine too, and it's not. I think it's also the most different from the album.
Mhm.
It's a bit more. I hesitate to say fast paced, but it's a bit more dynamic, I guess.
Yeah, it's not drawn out like the other tracks are.
Yeah, yeah. I guess it is like one of the shortest track on the album. But it's a good one. But there's so many good tracks on this: Even Fall, Pale Enchantress, Wasteland's Caress. Lost Lenore is
Lenore.
the only track I feel is a bit too on the nose. Um, it's very I don't know, like it's still a good track, but it's a bit too leaning hard into the gothic. But I don't know, it feels very uh, like we all know it's a poem, and it's or a was it poem story, whatever the writing. But it's like okay, we get it. So it's like that track, but it's always kind of bothered me that it kind of sticks out like in that sense. But no, an album that I still love to this day, and brings me fond memories of that time when I was just like diving into metal and listening to like the Identity compilations from Century Media and the Firestarter compilation, and just hearing a bit of everything. That's where I found like Iced Earth and Blind Guardian and Old Man's Child, all that stuff. And some of them stuck, some of them, a lot of them didn't. This one did. So I thought it'd be interesting because I don't think we've ever done like a gothic metal album on this, in all the time we've been recording.
Not one as purely gothic metal as this.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how close we've gotten. Mental Home was maybe the closest we've gotten. I'm not sure.
Maybe. There were some black metal albums or demos that had some like gothic influence into them, but this is like square in that category. I don't think we've ever done like a Beauty and the Beast vocal approach with any.
Really just Stonehenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, this kind of reminded me of that a little bit.
I think the guitar tone on this is fantastic. Like it's very crisp and sharp, but it's a very mournful tone.
Fred just brought up The Raven again, and he brought up Lenore. And it's funny, yeah, in that movie again, he's like his dead wife, Lenore.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
yeah,
are you guys familiar with this already, or was it?
This I think is like one of the only purely gothic metal releases is in this style, as far as I know, that I have been familiar with. Yeah, I've heard this before. When I see the album cover, it reminds me of that newer band Tribulation. They sort of had an album cover that looked kind of similar to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With like some stupid guy dressed as like a bat or something. Besides Theater of Tragedy, a lot of these other bands really don't look that familiar to me, except for Serenia. I actually had that on my list to check out eventually for some reason. I don't exactly know why, but that's like on my list. But no, I'm more familiar with the stuff that is it is gothic, but it's still more on the like kind of death metal side, like Dismal Euphony, Whispering Gallery, and stuff like that. Maybe even something like Vacuum from Slovakia, where it's still death doom, but it's like a little bit gothic. Oh, maybe the closest thing too is like On Thorns I Lay, but that's sort of that's sort of more in the Greek tradition. Like it sounds more Greek rather than like straight up gothic. Oh, as Divine Grace too, but that almost to me sounded like post punk or something. Mm-hmm. This is I think what people usually expect when you say gothic metal. This is kind of like the archetype, or at least it should be. But I'll say I checked out a lot of this other stuff, like some of the similar artists like Sins of Thy Beloved, Draconian, Trail of Tears, Mortemia, Galadriel, Darkwell from Austria, even Lacrimose, Profunder. I'll say that Tristania I think seems to be the best one. At least this album seems to be the best sounding one of this style. The other stuff it seems a little bit too modern. I feel like it's decent. The other stuff is sort of decent, but I don't need that much of it. I can take like a song or two. Whereas Tristania, I could go for a full album of this. Like it works.
You mentioned a couple bands there that I didn't mention, but Galadriel actually have their second album,
Hmm.
and I do actually really like that album. But that one strikes me more death doom with female vocals, right?
Yeah, this
And same
one.
with the first Within Temptation. I actually have that one too, Enter, and that one doesn't strike me as quite the same approach. It does feel a bit more death doom as well, whereas this feels just gothic. I don't
Enter.
even.
Yeah, Enter looks
Hmm?
familiar.
It's a good album. It's solid. Yeah, I still have that one. I actually have
Yeah,
the Ice Queen single too. That was a good track.
yeah, it seems like there's a lot of different ways to approach gothic metal, and even with Tristania, it's sort of hard to pinpoint whether it's coming from black or death metal. It kind of has elements of both
Hmm.
while still kind of keeping it slow like doom, even though you really probably wouldn't call it doom metal. It's a it's a really, I think, what would the word be? A really like down to earth approach that I really haven't heard a lot of other bands do.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the other ones that we mentioned on the Death Doom side, those kind of chug a lot, or maybe they chug too much. This one, um, I feel like it has enough variety where it doesn't get boring at all, and it doesn't seem like some kind of cliche or played out sort of idea of the gothic metal sound.
Yeah. And that was the thing. Like a lot of the bands that kind of, as far as I know, tried to play in the same style as this, and this brings it back to Theater of Tragedy, the ones that are a bit more purely gothic without as much of the death doom influence. For whatever reason, like they never really stuck with me as much. Um,
Yeah, they're too modern sounding. They don't really sound metal that much. They sound more like a bad version of Evanescence or something. Just kind of trite. You know what I mean?
I don't know if it's that for me necessarily. I think some of them like Within Temptation definitely went in that direction for sure.
Hmm.
But for Tristania did it too, right? Like on their second album, they went more in that direction, and eventually they kind of settled in it with World of Glass, which was a bit more like all the other bands we mentioned. Theater of Tragedy was a bit more subdued, I think, but like a lot of them really tried to go big, right? And so when the I think the guy with the founder Morton left Tristania after Beyond the Veil, I was really excited for his album on Serenia, Sixes and Sevens. Um, and I picked that up, and I also picked up World of Glass, and curious to hear both. And they were both good, but they didn't. Neither one really stuck with me as much as Beyond the Veil. But the thing with Widow's Weeds is it's powerful, but it's quiet too, right? They don't try to go with like this overblown, like super dramatic kind of sound. The
More
drama
down
just
to
comes
earth.
from, yeah, it just comes from the riffs and the vocals, and yeah, I mean, they have choirs and all that, but like they stick to just like riffs. They don't like have these,
That other stuff is background, or not background, but it's just there to add a little bit more. It's not
yeah.
the main focal
Whereas,
point.
whereas on the later albums and the other bands, those are the focal points, and they don't
Yeah, and the
have as
guitar
much
is kind of the
in the
background,
riffing. Exactly.
or the
Yeah.
rhythm or something. Yeah.
And I think again, the closest in that style that I found was Theater of Tragedy with those first two albums.
Hmm.
But for whatever reason, it never really like clicked nearly as much. Like I liked them, sure, but it didn't have the same like gravitas as this album. I remember,
Grab it, ass. What'd you say?
yeah, I don't know. Paul, you've been quiet. What do you think of this?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. This is a blind spot for me. I don't really listen to much gothic metal, and if I did,
Me neither.
it was just doom shit. anyway, and then I guess more exposure to this style was kind of through, or just Gothic metal, not the style of it. Would be in like DSBM, like where they would go into more post punk and like life lovers type stuff. So, and what was it called? Hypothermia too, like where it was just kind of drifting more away from metal into more post rock Gothic territory. And I think this is something entirely different. I'm familiar with like all the peaceful doom bands that went in towards this direction as well, but it seems like this kind of stood out on its own, especially from other bands like you guys mentioned, especially Theater of Tragedy. Um, I'm also thinking The Gathering a little bit, but they kind of drop rock altogether and go like electronic and stuff with it too. But what else? Like Funeral too. That's of course more funeral doomish with the rest of the instrumentation, but the vocals have that operatic approach. And then here there's like a range of what the female vocalist is able to do. She's doing that operatic like background kind of singing, and she could take the the lead position, lead vocal. But what I really enjoy was like the death metal growls and the riffing. It wasn't like anything really. I wasn't hearing like any like tremolo sections or anything. It's very like slow to mid pace, kind of just chord progressions going on, with a lot of like we were saying, the keys and all these other things that are just I guess adding to it versus leading the songs in any direction. It's basically like a doom rock band, but with extreme vocals, death metal ones, as well as the more operatic style. So I thought this was really good.
Yeah, it's cool they bring up.
My chair thought it was good too.
Yeah, I got a WD-40 that or something.
Yeah, maybe.
No, it's cool they brought up Funeral because they're really a band I like for with a woman singers on Tragedies, and I know everyone really talks about Tragedies, but Fields of Pestle and Grief really stuck with me too. But to your point, they're much more funeral doom, and I wouldn't necessarily compare them to Tristania in a songwriting sense. I don't really know what to compare this album to. Like it
doesn't sound like anything else.
It has a certain majesty to it. I don't know how to describe that.
Well, dude, what's cool about it is it has like the stereotypical what you would imagine a gothic band sounds like, with the chick vocals and with the sort of like medieval style operatic thing. But it's also got like the 80s death rock thing, like post-punk death rock thing going on a little bit too. So it's kind of got all those aspects of like what you would expect from not what you would expect, but from what goth rock and dark wave and stuff, like everything that has to offer pretty much you kind of get in a metal context here, which is cool.
Yeah, and I think it's worth mentioning their demo, which was just self-titled and I think reissued by Napalm, is two of the tracks that wind up on this album, and one track that's like I think it's almost 10 minutes long, called Cease to Exist. That track is incredible. If you guys haven't had a chance to listen to that, give it a listen. It's such a good song. It's really quiet. It's really almost kind of creepy, but it's such a good song. A lot of whispering, a lot of drama.
I will say
cool.
that I do like hearing it in record form, because you can fast forward a bit during sections you don't want to hear, but I can imagine in a show I'd be bored out of my fucking mind watching a gothic metal band play. Like we saw a little bit of that. It was like Girl Path playing right before Psy, and it was like, come on, it doesn't grab me. I don't have the makeup for that.
He doesn't have the stones for it.
Yeah,
I would have loved to see these guys play this album live.
yeah, because it's from a interesting time, like '98. When did that demo come out? Like a year or two before?
Hang on, let me pull it up. I would think it was close. Yeah. Yeah,
'Cause-
demo's 97, the album's 98.
So did these guys just rise from the ashes of what the peaceful doom bands were doing?
I don't know. They're
'Cause
from Norway.
it was around this
Yeah.
time where they started shifting into that.
I mean, they're well past the Peaceville 3's ascent,
Yeah.
right? Like, those were early 90s. These guys formed in, like, 96.
Yeah.
And these guys have no members that are in any other bands. They're all just Tristania members.
Hmm.
So they just kind of come out of nowhere. Seems like.
But I think they were definitely influenced by that. Like, Paradise Lost, definitely.
Hmm.
And especially with that second album and My Dying Bride, for sure. Anathema, I don't know, maybe not as much as the other two, but
Yeah, because even Beyond the Veil, it has what Fred calls the the case of the 2000s in the album artwork, and is that Napalm Records too? Yeah, it is Napalm Records. That's something I'm really kind of unfamiliar with. Is like that era of Napalm Records with a lot of that artwork. Like I've seen a lot of it, but I haven't spent a lot of time listening to that stuff. So yeah, like Paul, this era is sort of kind of a blind spot to me as well.
mhm.
Like I'm aware of it. I just haven't listened to it. I don't know how much I would even like a lot of stuff like this. I checked out some of it today, like a good amount of like song here and there from like different albums. Thought most of
Yeah.
it was okay. I did think that Widow's Weeds was probably the best that I had heard.
I did have a Sins of Thy Beloved album at some point. I think it was their second one.
Like what's it
Yeah,
called?
here it is, Perpetual Dissolution.
Neolithic, when they were a bit more gothic, was cool.
Yeah, but they weren't that gothic. They were still like a death metal band.
Yeah.
They just had like some kind of symphonic parts, but like that was background.
Yeah, and
I forgot about this band, Lacuna Coil. Everybody used to talk about them.
Oh yeah, I remember them.
Yeah.
There was a track again on the Identity CD compilations, a track called My Wings that I really liked, but I never got into them past that song.
I remember that. I remember the album with the flower on it.
Yes, I know the one you mean.
I might check out the first album. I mean, we'll see. See if I like any of this stuff. Oh, you know who's actually pretty good? That I don't think a lot of people have heard of. I believe the band was called Withering Flowers or something.
Oh, okay.
Flowing Tears, something like that. Let's see. Flowing Tears. Yeah. The band's called Flowing Tears from Germany. Atmospheric doom metal. Really like their second record. It's called Joy Parade. It's got like a carnival ride on it. That's really good.
Oh, okay.
Stuff like this with a chick singer. I feel like if you liked Stonehenge, you would like Joy Parade by Flowing Tears.
Hmm.
I actually just bought a fucking Gothic Metal record or a CD right now where you guys were talking on Discogs because I
Ooh,
looked
which
it
one?
up and it was not. It wasn't on YouTube. Band called
Let's read it up.
Gandillion. Perinet Gandillion from the Netherlands, 1998.
Dandelion.
Gandillion. Yeah, we'll see what's up with this. It's off
Dandelion?
Killer Whale Records.
How do you spell the name?
Gandillion.
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 What? Symphonic progressive gothic metal rock. Oh,
We'll
okay.
see.
Which one did you get?
The first record.
Paranet Gandillion.
That's the one.
Oh, okay.
It's not on YouTube, so fuck it.
I'm curious.
I'm curious too, so I bought it. Wasn't that much?
That's
I
what
bought
did
it
with
right
that,
here on the show, fellas.
That's what I did with that Lords of Algal album. Like I just saw it on this guy's list in on on Discogs. I'm like, $10. All right, let's check it out.
Ah, man, that's still on my list. I need to refresh because I never got to it. All right, now I'm definitely gonna get to it. Okay. All right. Well, we talked about everything from Paradise Lost to Lacuna Coil.
Yeah.
Do we want to do we want to get into
Actually
a
listen to
track?
this album.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, my favorite track is Angel Lore, but I think we should listen to one of the more, I didn't say traditional, but more representative tracks on the album. Whoa. We could just go with the first track, Evenful. Kind of starts with a bang. Although Pale Enchantress is really good.
Yes, Pale Enchantress is good. I like that one as well.
Yeah. All right, let's do that one.
All right, we'll be right back. We're back from the broken music box at the end.
Mm.
Yeah, that was creepy.
Good thing I was listening with my buds.
Hold my hand.
Hold my pubes.
Oh,
Uh,
good track. Had a lot of are just two main like lurching sort of riffs. That would just go back and forth between with these kind of like triplet feel drum beats behind it, and they had like a part with some negative space where the keyboards came in, but then you can hear the hi hat still, you know, persisting on, not really doing what the rest of the strings are during that moment, which is interesting. And then after a couple back and forths, they just stop and go into this more like quiet section where it's just mainly keyboards, violin, and then the female vocals, ASMR. So yeah, it showed a one side of this band because they can get a lot heavier, especially in with their guitar tones and shit and the riffing.
Yeah. And this track kind of emphasizes, again, how all the things that a lot of the bands in this style overemphasized and just brought to the forefront, they used so subtly but worked so well.
Oh yeah.
Like, the choirs are. Well, the cuts out for.
Oh, jeez.
Dan just blew over something in his room.
Why does everyone always laugh when I sneeze?
That was intense.
Oh.
But like the guitars stop for like a split second, you hear the choirs kick in for just that little emphasis, and like the keyboards and the synth are there, but they're not overwhelming. Again, whatever is going on, you can still hear the guitars, you can still hear the riff, and like that's what they start the song with. And I feel like that's not something I heard a lot when I was digging into this genre. The idea of starting the song with a riff as opposed to a
Yeah, a huge build up of some bullshit.
yeah,
Some bullshit.
and that guitar squeal when it starts too is awesome. I feel like Vibek's vocal kind of take a back seat on this track overall.
Mm-hmm.
They're solid.
Yeah, no, they're great, but I think that Morton's vocals are much more prominent on this song, and they're
Yeah, more.
he's got a good voice for this. Like it feels very black metal.
It's a more black metal track.
Yeah, it's a slower one, but it's definitely has a black metal feel to it. Again,
Early
like
Demo Board gear, like Fred said.
yeah, and you mentioned Dismal Euphony. Like that's not
Yes.
a far stretch from this. They were good actually.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've been emphasizing about this is more riff based. I think some of the earlier bands that we were mentioning at the beginning, like some of the other Napalm record stuff with the 2000s looking album covers and things.
Yeah.
I don't know that this really fits in with those bands, even though a lot of them, well, maybe later in their career. This one, I think, has more to do with like the stuff of its own time. Because what year is this? 98?
97, I think it was.
Okay. Yeah. I think
no, sorry, 98. You're right. 97 was a demo.
Yeah, I think maybe this has more in common with like the stuff that I'm familiar with when it comes to like Gothic metal, like Holy Records type stuff. Because I think that's more riff-based shit anyways. Like Yearning, the Tragedies of Dorn 97 album, Exhumation from Greece, The Seas of Eternal Silence, that's again 97. Earlier one, Misanthrope, I think they were from France.
They were, yep. I remember that.
Yeah, and then even that other band that's not really metal, they're called Eland. That dark wave band.
Yeah. I remember the Umber Sun was a really cool album.
Umbersum? I've never heard that one. I've heard the first one.
Umber Sun, I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've heard the
It's been
first
a long
one.
time. I could be wrong though.
Wow, the first album of Eland, they have a 30%. The second one has 100. I remember
Oh, wow.
liking the first one though. But yeah, I think this has a little bit more to do with that. Like all the Holy Record stuff to me felt much more grounded in being a metal band, where a lot of that other mid 2000s stuff, um,
Just trying to make it as a band.
trying to make it
Yeah.
as a rock band, basically as like a gothic rock
Trying to
band.
be Nightwish.
Yeah, trying to be Nightwish, maybe trying to be Lacuna Coil, Evanescence, stuff like that. But yeah, Tristania still kind of has its heart in metal. And I didn't really, I think I heard that other band before this, the popular one, what they call Tribulation. I think I was
Yeah.
aware of Tribulation before this, but I totally see where they got their sound from,
Mhm.
and their like whole aesthetic sort of. Um, Even though Tribulation, I think was much more upfront with what they were doing in terms of like appealing to like a broader audience. I still feel like Tristania would be a little bit lesser. Like you would have to have already listened to a bunch of stuff in order to not in order to enjoy it, but
Yeah.
to fully process it, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. And this you mentioning Elland reminds me of Dark Sanctuary. Um, this was the ambient, uh, like dark wave kind of side project
We
from.
like we like we like metal adjacent darkwave, don't we, folks?
Yeah, but this the what really surprised me was to learn that this was the project from the guy from Bakira. Um, I didn't realize that till quite a while after I started listening to both bands. Um, but I like most of what I've heard from them. But that first album,
I don't know if I know this one.
oh, it's cool. Like it's think of this album, but with no metal.
This
Just like
is Bakira from France.
yeah,
Oh, dark wave,
yeah.
dark ambient. Interesting, interesting. Okay, sounds right up my tailpipe.
And oh, they're back. I didn't know they were back. They reformed in 20. They reformed in 2021.
Ow! We just got metal point. We got knowledge points right here. That's the sound you make.
Yeah. Oh.
Ah. That's a tribute to Levi. We had a friend who used to do that. When he would like learn something, he'd go, "Ow!" We called it knowledge points every time he did that.
Knowledge points.
Yeah, you're gaining knowledge.
Well, do you guys want to hit another track?
Yep.
Sure, sure. I guess that
Let's-
one was, you know.
Let's sandwich Angel Lore into here. This is the track that I think
Sort of
is-
rock track, right?
Yeah, it's a bit
Yeah.
rockier. Probably the most fast-paced song on the album, and even then, it's not like lightning speed or anything. Has clean vocals. I think it's the only track on the album that has clean male vocals. There's just something really special about this song. It took a while for this one to become my favorite from the album, but it did, and now it's like pretty far and away my favorite here. And that's not saying anything negative about the other tracks. They're fantastic. This one just has something that the other ones don't, I find. So let's dig into that one.
Alright, we'll be right back.
the same religion from which I once fled astray. It's in her eyes, it's in her heart, the same delightful place I once felt anew.
right, we are back from Angel Lore, perhaps the best song.
Yeah. Can we
I
play
think
this
so.
sound memo or this voice memo from Vince? He
I'm
sent
concerned.
specifically for the show. I haven't heard it yet, so let's see what this is.
Well, that's what you
Control.
get.
Hello, this is Little Vince. You're listening to the BBR podcast.
That was kind of cool. Let's play that one more time, okay?
Hello, this is Little Vince. You're listening to the BBR podcast.
That was kind of cool.
I'll
It
use
sounds
that.
sounds like a clip they play on a radio station.
Hey, this is your caller. Is this Vince?
I love the way he did his voice. It's like, hello. He made it like, hello. This is... did he say Vince or Little Vince?
I think he said Lil Vince.
What did he say?
Hello, this is Little Vince. You're listening to the BBR podcast.
Hold on. He just sent one more. He says, time is money.
This song's cool, right? Right?
That one was just weird.
Sounds cool, right?
Took it too far.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say, Paul, you know what made this weekend worth it? That Little Vince told me he had a fun weekend.
Yeah.
Aw.
I
That
told
makes
him.
it all worth it.
Yeah, I said, oh, all your dreams are coming through. We're going to Drew's.
Yeah, everything happened.
Yeah, we're in his environment watching a movie.
Yep. Yeah, you said, Paul, you said if Gothic Metal sounded like this, then it'd be sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I mentioned to you guys the Wings full length from 1995 Diatribe. It sounds like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would
Now
totally
definitely want to hear that. Yeah.
would totally recommend that. And you know what else? This is an obvious one, but Sentenced.
Mm.
And they start sounding like this in 1996, and they're a little bit more upbeat with it. But if you've ever heard the song "Bleed" by Sentence, oh man, that's one you can listen to over and over again. It's a great one. It's a great gothic rock song that's like kind of metalized. And then I guess
don't
the
know
other.
how-
Go ahead.
Sorry. No, I was gonna say I don't know how I never. You know, I'm a huge Sisters of Mercy fan. I don't know how I never heard Sisters of Mercy on the parts with the clean vocals on this track.
You had
before.
everything.
It's like it's all right there.
You have everything categorized in your mind. You're like, nah, these boxes don't mix.
Nope, nope, they don't intermingle. But yeah, like that probably explains actually why I like that song so much.
I just thought of something. I'm like, should I say that? It's kind of mean. It was just a joke. I was thinking like it's kind of that classic case of autism where you have everything like organized, but like you can't think outside and like more creatively. So it's like I never
Oh, no,
I never put two and
100%.
two together.
That's 100% it, man. Like, it's, like, and you know, like on a conceptual level, I understand that all these bands have taken influence from Sisters of Mercy, but
Yeah.
like I've never actually like picked it out in a song before because I'm listening to metal. I don't think of Sisters of Mercy.
The other song wasn't clear with it. This one was a bit more clear that it's an ode
was
to
Pretty
80s.
overt, yeah.
Yeah, maybe late 70s post punk and then, you know, into the 80s dark wave type
Yeah.
stuff. And then, you know, the other two maybe like obvious things would be like Joyless and Forgotten Woods, also Norway, kind of post punkish idea. Yeah. But yeah, that's cool.
Even like some later Edge of Sanity too.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Like what was that song they had, man? Sacrificed. If you heard that track.
Mm-hmm.
It was from the Spectral Sorrows. Remember that one, Fred?
Yeah, I do.
That
was-
song was so cool.
It sticks out quite a bit on that album.
Yeah, there was a section too of Crimson where it was kind of like gothic.
Yeah. Yeah, that part's really good.
Wasn't there another track too from Edge of Sanity where it's like, "And we obey the moon"? What the hell song was that? Oh, we're living in the twilight on Purgatory Afterglow. Right? Yeah. Track 1, Twilight.
I
So,
just
yeah,
remember
totally.
Spectral Sorrows just pissing me off with the Manowar cover right in the middle of the album. You know how I feel about that. Stick it at the end, boys.
But yeah, you're
album, though.
totally interesting call there, Paul. Yeah, I forgot Edge of Sanity did stuff like that. But yeah, they have parts like that kind of scattered through.
And I just love his use of like that low baritone vocal like we have in here, the clean one.
Yeah.
It works so well with this music.
Yeah, I forgot Dan Swano even had he had that other project that was straight up like a darkwave band. They're called Nightingale.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah! Holy hell!
Or at
I
least the
haven't thought about
first
them in
album
ages.
is. The Breathing Shadow from Nightingale. I think it was the song The Dream Reader. Remember, I always used to love that lyric where he's like, "The place where my best friend passed away." Or even the song The Shadow Man. I think it's on their second or third record. Caught in the claws of the Shadow Man. But yeah, it's fun stuff. Yeah, the gothic adjacent metal stuff is a lot of fun. I really dig it. When we're talking about like this particular sect of it, because we're sort of what we're talking about is like shit that's before the modernization. You know how we kind of touched on before. This is still sort of that metal spirit, but with a death rock or a post punk sort of like blood. It's kind of interesting.
With those bands, it's like bro goth, no girls.
Oh yeah. You're right. There ain't no chicks. They're just like I can imagine that's like biker shit. It's either biker shit or it's because when it comes to this kind of post punk, it's not like the weird shit. It's not like
No.
Clock DVA or like Mission to Burma or something, because that's like much more indie and experimental. They're kind of going for something very particular, like the badass version of that, or like
Yeah.
the toughest parts of that genre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find that having a woman singing in the band, like these bands, really did add that extra dimension of gothiness
Gayness.
to it.
Yeah.
You got there 1st.
Mm-hmm.
But I think
Paul's really hating this chair.
her vocals on this, like, first of all, like, she's much more classically trained than a lot of the other bands, I think. Whereas a band like Theater of Tragedy, Since Thy Beloved, Darkwell, whatever, Within Temptation, they sounded fine. She sounds amazing on the albums that she's on, and some of the like wailing she even does even reminds me of, like, some of the weirder like Diamanda Galas stuff. Like, I don't know if you guys remember on the very first metal track, Evenfall, she really hit some high notes on there, and it's very controlled. I know Diamanda Galas did a lot of unhinged stuff, but it kind of reminds me of that, like, intensity, which is really cool.
Yeah, I bring them up again, but the female vocals do remind me of that second on Thorns I Lay album. I think it's called Orama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she kind of breaks out in these like big sections as well. She's not really that subdued. Like, I don't think this chick is very subdued either.
It's kind of in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah, I get that.
she's unhinged but controlled at the same time. Like, she can control her voice when she really lets it fly.
Shadow the Hedgehog, Chaos Control. Hey, what happened to my mic? All right, do we want to do another track or something?
Yeah, we can do a last one.
Yep.
Last one. Wasteland's Caress.
I meant like one last track, but
Which one do we want to do?
I do really like Wasteland's Caress.
Uh huh.
All right, let's do that one. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back.
That track has an almost folky kind of feel to it. She doesn't sing a ton on this album, but when she does,
Fred
No.
loves.
I love it. The the singers and the like the women singers in the other bands that we mentioned, they can sing well, but they can't sing this well. Like she's a level above, I think. And again, back to Morton's vocals, they're so solid. Like they're good, they're loud. The mix for them is perfect because it's when they come through, they're so strong and loud, but they don't drown out everything else. Like I love the mix on this album. It does it so well.
Yeah, it's got a lot of like I was telling you, Fred, every song sort of has its own identity. Like it has different influences and different yeah, it's a different feel. Like this one kind of sounds like you said, it sounds folky. It sounds like the folky parts in like melodic death metal songs. Like it could either be that, and also I can hear something like Rotting Christ and like Nightfall in here. And weirdly enough, the way that it's executed kind of reminds me of like Summoning or something. Like it's an interesting kind of like full execution of everything, and like a weird type of blending of influences to make like quote unquote gothic metal, even though this might just be like mostly a black metal band at heart.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like listening to this with you guys, especially with what you've been saying, Dan. I've never really realized just how black metal this really is, and that might explain why I like it so much, to be honest. But
it's Fred to the core.
Yeah, this is it is Fred to the core.
Fred core.
But yeah, just a fantastic way to end the album. It's one of the longer songs, I guess, almost 8 minutes.
If I could choose to annihilate one genre, hardcore or Fredcore, I would annihilate hardcore. Keep the Fredcore.
Oh,
sorry, that was
totally
really stupid.
Off topic, but apparently Children of Bottom are back. I didn't know that.
Alex Leo died.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised.
Desecrating.
I like not Children of Bodom. Children of Bottom, it's fucking Rick Mail. He's dead too. That was dumb too, sorry.
all the original members are back without Alexei, and children are back. I didn't know this until like yesterday.
They're an
I
honorary
was
power
thinking that
metal band.
because you said if you could annihilate any genre, I'm like, if I could annihilate any band, who would it be in? They'd be near the top.
Really,
not at the top, but-
you're a Bodum denier, eh?
You know what? I feel like I should revisit them because I remember not liking them, but I feel like if I revisited something like something Wild or Hatebreeder, I might be in a better place to appreciate it now than I was.
Oh, you'd like
when I
both
first
those
heard them.
albums.
I feel like I would, so
Yeah.
I need to go back to them.
The '90s albums, yes. The rest, probably not for you. Although I liked Hate Crew, Death Roll, Needle 24/7, and 6 Pounder. Yeah.
I just remember when I started getting into, well, again, back when I was checking out every band I could.
Oh man, Blood
Follow
Drunk.
the
I remember
Reapers,
that
the one
album.
that just came out, and I remember thinking this is a bit over the top for me.
It's over the top. They were huge on YouTube. They were all over the algorithm. You couldn't you couldn't really search around without finding Children of Bodom shit.
Huh.
And I liked some of their stuff. I wasn't like #1 fanboy, but I liked them a little bit.
I'm gonna.
'Cause they
I'll
were
go back
kind
to
of like
them.
Winter Sun in that sense. Like they were an honorary power metal band.
Hmm.
Even the band Kalma, who's like on their similar artist, that band was kind of cool too.
I remember Kalma. Holy crap! That was way back.
They Will Return. They had a song. It was called Hollow Heart. That song is actually pretty badass. I'm a poser simp for the melodic death metal / power metal.
I'm just looking through Children of Bodom's discography, and they have a bunch of albums I never even really knew existed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like Hexed. I don't think I've ever even seen this cover.
Mm.
Anyways, that's my Children of Bodom tangent.
Yeah, that's my tangent too.
Yeah, back to Tristania. Any thoughts on that track or?
Well, I kind of gave my piece on Tristania there. I think you did too. It's almost as if there's one more guy that should be saying something.
Yeah, is there?
Yeah.
Is there?
Is there one more guy?
Tom? No.
All right, I'm
Billy?
back. I'm back.
Oh, there.
No,
Oh,
I'm just
Bobby!
kidding.
There you are.
Yeah.
No, yeah, this track was like what Dan was saying, has its
Track was like cool and stuff.
has its own identity. Like the first one was much more kind of in a negative place, I think, and then we have this more kind of goth anthem track with the second one, and this one's just super melodic. And yeah, you could do a lot with this genre here, and it seems like they covered all the grounds that any metal band first would do, you know, instead of I don't know, taking into weirder territory with like more post-rock influence. It just seems like,
This is all just metal territory here. Nothing crazy, guys.
yeah.
Yep.
Did you hear that monkey?
A little bit.
Thought it was the chair. But yeah, good
Got monkeys running by.
good album, Fred, for getting us into some gothic metal again. Besides Stonehenge.
Yeah, this will, I think, always be my favorite in this genre.
This will put hair on
blend
your
of-
cubes.
right? And I think they really, you know, I know I kind of said Beyond the Veil was a
Beyond
bit of a
the
step down, but
space.
don't skip it. There's some awesome tracks on there.
Beyond
the opening
the
track is great,
time.
and
We're
Gino's fantastic.
flying away. Sorry, Fred.
No, that's no, but listen to Beyond the Veil. It's a good album.
Okay.
Don't expect what you heard here. It's not going to be the same subtle. It's much more in your face, and it'll take you a bit aback if you're expecting more of Widow's Weeds. You're not going to get it. That said, it's a good album.
Beyond the Veil. Okay, will do. I'm saving it
But-
right as we speak.
More importantly, listen to that track on the demo. Cease to
Okay.
exist. That one is going to melt your mind, I think.
Okay, the Tristania demo 97. Yeah, we should do rebranding again. The listeners will just be monkeys. Hello, monkey.
Hello.
Remember that scene in the original Super Mario Brothers movie where they zap the businessman with the de-evolution gun, and he turns into a chimpanzee, and he's still in the suit, and then fucking Dennis Hopper is like, monkey.